As an artist, creating is our greatest strength, and at the same time, it seems to be our weakness. We see the world around us differently: faces, structures, poses, expressions, and moments. We try to capture it, create a new world on a sheet of paper, and whenever we get to bring out exactly the way we wanted, for a moment, it is the best feeling in the world. But what happens when we are unable to achieve that? Learning how to draw poses has been a real journey for me. The more I understand it, the more I realize how much I'm lacking. The pinnacle for me was when I came across a Korean artist, Kim Jong-gi. That made me realize that there's a lot of potential attached to drawing dynamic poses. He was able to capture and create a lot of moments in his sketchbooks, and as an artist, I want something like that. Every complex forms are made from simpler familiar forms. So the first step in drawing any form is to break it down to simpler form to make it easy to replicate and understand. Simplifying the head and body into circles and hand into cylinders make drawing dynamic poses easier. To draw a better dynamic pose, I start with the warm-up sketch. It is an habit I picked up a while ago when I realized that I don't get into good drawing form directly. I warm up with other artists' drawings as I find it easier to follow in other steps, and it removes the pressure of trying to be perfect. For warm-up sketches, avoid going into details much. Just focus on getting the proportions right and simplifying the forms. Drawing in perspective have always been one of the things that catches my attention in dynamic poses, as it helps to give the idea of depth in drawing and add more story to it. So I try to practice it as much as I can whenever I'm studying pose drawing, but I'm not really good at it yet, so I don't think there is much I can explain. As for me, I focus mostly on the closest part of the body. You can check out Propo TV for more on drawing in perspective. For this second phase of practicing, the key focus while drawing is simplification and proportion. I draw a bit more complex poses and always make sure I'm maintaining the right balance and proportion. At this point, avoid focusing on the details and shade as little as possible. For my posture drawing, I start with the head, which is one of the reasons why I focus on improving my head drawings. But in this case, I try to make it simpler. In the first stage of your drawing, it should be more like a rough sketch or with a purpose. I start drawing with a light pencil. In this case, it is an 8B mechanical pencil. I find it comfortable to use. It is not that light, but I can adjust the thickness whenever I want, and it will get the job done. I just draw the posture of the body according to the reference, but remember that everything can change later. After I'm done with the rough sketch, I start adding a little bit of detail and then start drawing the outline. Shading is one of the most important parts in pose drawing, and it can either make or break your drawing. Shade the dark parts first, which are majorly defaults, then you can hatch the whole area. Sometimes I smudge it too to bring out the good effects.